Let me tell you a story. And you're probably familiar with it. You might have even lived this story yourself. A young guy, like you or me, decides to bridge their tokens. They take out their hardware wallet, connect it to a computer, go to the bridge website, and now they start sweating, right? Because they're bridging. They don't know what's going to happen. They make a transaction, and the coins don't appear on the other side. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? 10 seconds pass. Oof, the coins are on the other side. The guy's saved, right? But actually not, right? And that's the funny thing. We think that the only risks that we are exposed to are during the bridging. And then we don't really think about the tokens that we get on the other side. And so, for example, for bridges that lock and mint tokens, the tokens can still be stolen on the original chain. And for bridges that are liquidity networks, well, they still have to give you a token on the other side. So this token still might be stolen. And, you know, we were sitting half a year ago in Budapest at an offsite for L2BEAT. And we were looking at our website and thinking, you know, those risks that we show, they are really nice, but they aren't really connecting with some people. Because they see what we show. They can see, oh, Arbitrum this, Optimism this. So they can go dig deeper. But it's not personal for them, right? They don't have an ability to see the actual things that they are exposed to. And when we thought about how to solve this problem, how to make something that will actually allow users to see the risks they were exposed to, we actually figured out that this thing would have to be for a different target user, and it would have to look completely different than L2BEAT today. So what I have for you today is a thing called Insight. And what Insight is currently a demo that you can see on our booth. But what it is also, it is a way to see the risks for your specific wallet. So if you were to input your ENS address or your Ethereum, sorry, your ENS name or your Ethereum address there, you would see a list of your tokens that you hold on different chains with the associated risks. So now you no longer have to go to the L2BEAT main page and figure out, oh, is this chain where I actually have my tokens? Is this bridge the one that I have used? All this information is compiled for you. And what we also show, right, on the Insight is the path that the token has taken through the different blockchains. So you can actually see that the WBTC you're holding on Arbitrum 1 has been bridged from Ethereum. But before it got to Ethereum, it has been locked on Bitcoin. And there is a multisig on Ethereum that some permissioned custodians manage that actually takes care of those tokens. And we hope, this is an experiment that we're doing, but we hope that maybe this will allow users to feel that the risks are actually affecting them, see what risks they're actually exposed to, and we're also thinking maybe we can suggest some mitigations. One example would be that you might be familiar with would be the USDC-E and USDC tokens, where the USDC-E token is the one that was bridged from Ethereum, while the USDC token is the one that's bridged through CCTP or CCIP, the bridge from Circle itself. So one has an additional trust assumption, the other doesn't. And I encourage you very much to go to our booth, check out the demo, play with it, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Any questions for Peter? L2BEAT? I actually have a question because I use L2BEAT a lot. Are you going to include MEV data on L2, on L2BEAT?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. We haven't been exploring that side very much. I think it very much depends on the progress that the chains are going to make. Because the more progress the chain makes, right? For example, right now, most of the rollups are stage 0. There are a few that they are stage 1. And at those stages, the thing that actually matters is the fact that the owners of those rollups can just upgrade it under you and just take all the money. So the MEV is like a detail, but it matters way less. If we start seeing a future where rollups are more and more decentralized, then those topics would become more and more important because we can stop focusing on the trivial stuff. And I think this will be a good point to start looking into this.
I see. Thank you. It's a question.
Hello? Are you planning to incorporate any notification of scams after they happen in real time for specific bridges?
That's a very good question. I think this is something that we would like to do, right? It's very hard to detect this because you never know what exactly is going to happen. We have a monitoring infrastructure, but it's still, I guess, run every other hour, so it's not in real time. Maybe in the future, our internal tooling would be sophisticated enough that we can, detect those things in real time, and then we would maybe send notifications. That would be really fun.
Do we have another? Oh, there's another question there. Oh, there. First, sorry.
So right now you are only detecting famous dexes, or like any dex that will just pop up and someone bridge through it?
In terms of what we show from the risks, right? At L2BEAT, we analyze the L2s. Not all of them are just dexes. Some of them are just general L2s, meaning they can execute any EVM code. And for the tokens, we actually look at other risks, for example, the bridge risk. So it's more than just dexes.
Okay, one last question at the back. The gentleman there.
Yeah, I think of this similar to tools like Revoke Cash, where you would manage your allowances. So what's the original goal? What was the original intention behind building this? Like, what risks are you mitigating?
Yeah, the main intention is to make things personal, right? When you go to the L2BEAT website, the things you see are very technical and also very specific to the projects, right? And with this demo, you can see the actual things that affect you without seeing all the rest, right? So the intention was to cater to a different type of user that doesn't feel the connection with the main website that we have.
Okay, thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you so much.
Good to know these new features from L2BEAT. Our